Here are the top 10 Xbox Game Pass games 2025. Be sure to like the video, subscribing is great as well. Let's dive in and talk about the greatest games for Xbox Game Pass. Here is Halo, the Master Chief Collection, the ultimate compilation of Halo action. You get the main story games from Halo 1 to 4, plus ODST, plus Reach, all of the campaigns, play alone, play with your friends cooperatively, enjoy a robust multiplayer experience featuring a combination of all the multiplayer maps, game modes, and action you could ever want, with a server browser option too, if you want to indulge in crazy custom games. Enjoy Forge, enjoy Firefight, where you cooperatively fight waves of enemies. Enjoy Anniversary Upgraded Remastered offerings, including Combat Evolved and Halo 2. It's got all the Halo you could ever want in one awesome package. Just like the awesome package we get with Minecraft, the ultimate world of worlds. You can literally do anything here. It's like, well, basically Lego, but in a video game, and it just constantly is getting updated with new features, creatures, things to do, activities. But the game really is whatever you make it. You can enjoy survival play, creative play, adventure. There's a robust selection of maps that you can download from their marketplace. You can play it alone, you can play with others, you can make new levels with different random seeds. There's multiplayer action, competitively, cooperatively. Minecraft is just absolutely massive, and it really is literally whatever you make it out to be. However you want to engage with Minecraft, it's entirely up to you. And you really just have limitless options that are just constantly growing as the game continues to evolve. Here we have Call of Duty Black Ops 6, the most recent entry in the Call of Duty franchise, available on Game Pass. Enjoy an exciting, intense campaign in the 90s. Or dive into the intense, competitive multiplayer experience with seasonal events, battle passes, tons of levels to grind, prestiges to be earned, and just really never-ending updates for the game until, of course, the next one comes out, right? That's just how the beast that is Call of Duty works. And then, of course, rounding out that setup, zombies. Play with your pals or random people online as you take on absolutely massive selections of zombie hordes across maps that are reminiscent of old-school styles with round-based combat, which is really exciting. A full, intense, and really electrifying Black Ops experience here for this year's Call of Duty experience. And then we have Diablo 4, the ultimate dungeon crawling fantasy come alive. The return of that dark style from Diablo 2 and earlier. You're able to enjoy what is basically a MMORPG-like take where you get to explore this massive continent that is actually expanded with the first big expansion, the Vessel of Hatred. You get to make your class and character however you want, go out and explore this world passively with others running by, or with your friends, or alone. It's massive, it's exciting, you get these huge world bosses and chaotic events, and there's all these strongholds and dungeons and cellars, and just tons and tons of gameplay. Like Diablo 4 kind of feels like it never ends, and then there's like a post-game thing too, and lots of post-game content, but it never feels like it ends, and you kind of don't want it to end because you just love playing it. It's so addictive and well put together. Just like the open world action that is Forza Horizon 5. This one has lasted a very long time, but the open world of Mexico is really just packed with content. They've done so many updates, so many expansive offerings and improvements to this game, not to mention just the core gameplay having so much for you to do. The game is visually stunning. There's tons of different cars, there's ways to personalize your experience a little further. It's just amazing driving, perfect open world racing with just endless amounts of content and things to explore and engage with. I'm eagerly awaiting that next Horizon experience, but a trip to Mexico with different seasonal things is always a pleasure, and it's so much fun to just drive about exploring this massive location and world and taking in all of the wild sights and the culture that this game really has to offer and emulate and showcase. it's a great time. Just like the great time you have with the Elder Scrolls V, Skyrim. There's a reason this game has persevered for so long. This is the basically ultimate role-playing fantasy kind of experience. Make your own character, you can mod it, even on consoles you can mod it. You can enjoy all of the DLC, all of the content in this super special edition that has so much cool stuff to do. It's something that you can play and then replay, and then hear stories about how your friends have played it in different ways and go back and do some more. Skyrim is eternal. It really is. It genuinely just continues to offer something that is so fun, so engaging. Any day you could pick up and start a fresh run of Skyrim and have a wonderful time exploring all of the hidden secrets, the events, the action, the adventures that you can have. It's a fantastic game, and definitely something to check out if you somehow have missed it in the past, which would be strange. Gears of War Ultimate Edition. This is a stand-in for the overall Gears of War franchise, as we do have E-Day coming down the road. I don't know if it'll actually slip into this year, but it is definitely something to keep an eye on, and never a bad time to start playing the Gears of War franchise. I say Ultimate Edition because it's the first. Play it alone, play it cooperatively as the two you work through the campaign. The Gears of War games have different varying levels of activity for multiplayer depending on what you want to do. Some of them have horde mode. But this original experience is just a really good entry point to chainsaw, destroy, and fight various locusts and get a feel for what the franchise has to offer, which really is some of the best of Xbox storytelling, gameplay, and just characters. The Gears of War franchise has been something that has been a blast to see grow and change over the course of its span on Xbox, and I can't wait to see what the prequel has to offer when that one arrives as well. Definitely a must-play series. And if you love Indiana Jones, maybe you'd like to go around and see what the Great Circle is all about. So this is really a experience that captures what it feels like to be Indiana Jones. Some open world type areas, an intense narrative driven adventure where you get to become the famous archaeologist. Use the whip, explore the areas, solve the puzzles, and enjoy an opening that recreates one of the most iconic, well, maybe the most iconic sort of opening in film, and it's really, really quite a wondrous time. Something that has great cinematic moments, an incredibly well done performance that captures the sound, the feel, the look, and the style of Harrison Ford's performance as Indy. And it's just the way they're able to replicate that and provide a younger voice with Baker. Wow. So well done. Here we have Fallout 4, which is a favorite one of mine to have in this sort of listing. They did a fantastic job with some current gen upgrades to this experience, so it looks better, runs better, it has mod support, it has a full suite of exciting DLC and expansions to enjoy. It is the complete Fallout 4 experience. Every time I go back into the Commonwealth, there's always something new to see, something new to do, a place I haven't visited. There's the building element of it, there's the companions, there's the different weapons, and did I mention the modding? Take it further, take it wild, and have a great time. And if you do have the opportunity, I highly recommend going to Nuka World. It's one of my favorite DLC packs ever. Anyways, Fallout 4 is a blast, and it's nice to see it upgraded and running and looking better than it ever has in the past. And finally, we stop with Stalker 2, Hot to Chernobyl. So this game, while a little rough when it launched, has been getting really exciting and great updates. This game is incredibly expansive. It goes on and on and on and on. And it's kind of amazing to go from something where I'm like, wow, this is really, really buggy and a mess, to, this is actually pretty enjoyable and really well put together and really intriguing. I can't wait to see how this game continues to get updated and changed. But the core story here, really neat, really interesting. This large-scale environment that you get to explore is exciting, filled with chaos and mystery and choices that will completely change the fate of the zone. It's actually a really, really great time, and I think you can have hours and hours and hours of gameplay out of this one and just love it the whole way through. Anyways, top 10, Xbox Game Pass. Liking the video is great. Subscribing's great as well. I'll see you next year.